Hello, we live? Just bear with me, because I'm doing something a bit different. Hello, we live? Just bear with me. What's up, Scott? 'Cause I'm doing something a bit different. Alright. Alright. Can you hear me good? Because I'm using a completely new setup. It's probably going to be a bit lower quality than what we're used to, but uh, should work anyway. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Alright. Can you hear me good? Because Alright, so just gonna test camera switch. Alright, how we going there? Hopefully, fingers crossed. Bit of an echo. I wonder if that's because maybe it's because I've got two mics. Maybe I need to mute one of the mics. Alright, how we going there? Bear with. I wonder if that's because maybe it's because I've got two mics. Maybe I need to mute one of the mics. How we going there? Bear with. I wonder if that's because maybe it's because I've got two mics. How about now? We got audio now. Alright. Mute the first mic. That one. How's that one? That one? How's that? Which one is better? Tell me what's better, because I can't tell because I'm not listening. This is weird. How about now? We got audio now. Alright. Mute the first mic. That one. How's that one? I muted the wrong one? Alright, I think I fixed it now. I think I fixed it. Better? Better. Better. Which one is better? Tell me what's better. Alright, cool. Because I'm not listening. I think I know what's going on too. I think I need to mute this one as well. Is that right? No. Yeah, I just muted everything. Alright. I think I know what's going on too. I think I need to mute this one. Oh, it's alright. I think yeah, I just muted everything. If I mute this one, how's that? Can you still hear me? Still getting audio? So I mute that one, and I think we might be good. The thing is, there's like a delay from when I talk to when it actually occurs, so I'm muting things and then you guys aren't hearing me mute it for about another 30 seconds or so. Yes, got audio? Cool. Sounds fine? Awesome. Alright. How's that? We got an echo again now, right? Because I changed scenes, so I'm going to have to mute in both scenes. Is that how it works? Because now I've changed scenes, it's going to be echoing again. Alright, so I think I need to mute that one. How's that? Now we've got no echo. And crackling. Crackling also. Alright, one of the mics is crap, I think. Is it that one? And how's that? Still crackling or not? Alright, okay. Yeah, I know, right? Alright, the quality's probably not going to be that good because it's yeah, it's a test. It's a test. Alright, so dull and crackling. It's all sweet. Oh man, I don't know. First mic was good without crackling. Yeah, it's weird. Okay, so if I go to if I switch scenes to this one, the audio is good, right? So the audio's good in this scene. Alright. Alright, now that we got this sorted out, okay, so this scene's good, but the other scene's crackly. Is that what we've worked out? So this scene's a bit crackly. If I do this one. Alright, let's get on with it, hey? Please pick my blaster vid in this for sure. That's what it says on the box. So let's see what we've got. Mail time. There's a little note. Put all the parts in the box. Use what you can use. Do anything you can. Please make them work. Or order new parts. We'd like to upgrade the wiring loom, as I'm going to use bigger batteries. I've included the lower so that you can put it all back together. One of the grip screws head is fucked, another would be good. Front hex head on lower is stripped out. Also, you'll notice. Oh, okay. Well, let's see what we've got. Wow. It looks like a box of empty dreams, broken promises. It's like pieces of puzzle. It's this old chestnut. I've seen this guy before and didn't have much luck with it. I'm upside down! Yeah, I am. Alright, so I'm gonna get these pieces out of the box. And then I might try this. Alright, what have we got here? Oh man, so many bits. This is gonna be more than one live stream for sure. This is gonna be a bit of work, I think. Oh wow, that's new. I haven't seen one with ripples on it before. Alright. Does anyone know the technical name for this piece? Because I need to get one. It's just like an end plate or something. Work on your V2 build instead. I've actually looked at your V2 build, and I've gone through the box and started, like, what do you call it, getting things into place and getting them sort of ready, going through all the boxes, and I don't think it's too far from this one in terms of difficulty. This thing is a pain. If this is going to be the same as the one that I tried, yeah. These bloody heads, these nozzles, are terrible. Because they're like a millimeter or so too big here, and they just don't fit into the gearbox. This looks like the same kit that I tried to install on my original Gen 9 upgrade video. It's covered in shmoo. We got bearings. Now, in the past, I've had zero luck with this cylinder head, so I don't expect I'm going to have any luck with it tonight. So, with that in mind, I'm going to turf it. Wow, there is so much shmoo in this. Some would say a little too much. Alright. Got some gears here, which is interesting. SHS 18:1 gears. Just kind of cool. There's a shim here. Just chilling. We got broken wires here, along with crushed spirits and broken dreams. Wow, the wiring is probably going to need to be replaced. We got bits of broken wire here. Pieces of electrical tape here. Yeah. This may take a while. Oh dear. I've got another one of these heads. I wonder if it's any better. It's a mess. It is a mess, Dean. Oh dear. I got another one of these heads. Get a look at this. I don't know if you guys can see it in the camera, but the lip on this head, it looks like just under 0.9 of a millimeter. And then this one looks the same. Break it out of the bag. So this looks the same to the untrained eye. It's 0.7 of a millimeter. And this one's 0.9. Maybe we'll take 0.01 of a millimeter. So while these two cylinder heads look pretty much the same, this one won't fit. Wonder if this one will. It looks like you may have also taken my approach of beating it with a big hammer. Hey, look at that. So that fits. So somewhere along the line during the manufacturing process of these particular cylinder heads, they went a little bit too thick on the flange here, 0.1 of a millimeter or something. If you're reading chat, are you going to make more videos to do with the 350 FPS? Well, no, I'm not. Simple answer. Alright. So yeah, I guess the deal is either if you're going to use one of these cylinder heads, you're going to have to either trim like 0.1 of a millimeter off the back of the cylinder, or just get one that fits is the other option. I haven't had a lot of luck with these nozzles either, but yeah, we'll see what happens. See what happens. Got a pretty good seal. Except one major problem, you've got so much moo in here that your valves aren't working. Here's a tip, don't put grease on the piston head. These holes here need to allow air through. When you fill them up with grease, they don't allow air through. Is there 2 O-rings on the nozzle tip? There is 1 O-ring on the nozzle. There's 2 O-rings on the cylinder head. There's only 1 O-ring in the actual nozzle. Okay. That's a bit better. I'm being able to draw the piston back without getting suction. So on the topic of grease, what should you use? Well, there's a lot to be said about different types of grease. I mean, within this gearbox, you've got essentially there's, I guess, at least 3 different component type things. So you've got the gearbox, which sort of needs a thick grease to stay on these gears like this here, so that the gears, the grease sort of sticks to the gears and it stays on there. And in the cylinder, on the O-ring, that's exactly what you don't want, because you end up with this thick, loads of thick grease that actually blocks the holes up in the end of the piston, and then you don't get airflow through. And what happens is you create a vacuum on the backstroke, and it actually sucks the balls back down the barrel, so you lose all your velocity. Wow, that's cool. I just ran my rag through this piston here, and look, little worms of grease came squirting out of those holes. See, you need air to flow through that, so you don't want little worms of grease squirting out. How do you make your hop-up screw in perfectly and tight? That all depends on the type of your hop-up and the type of your blaster. So I'm going to need, here we go, something to get the grease out of these holes. I think I'm probably just going to need to clean this whole piston head up. But yeah, it's like a zit. Exactly, it's like a zit. Speaking of zits, have you seen that thing you can buy? That's like a thing that you squeeze and it makes like shit come out of it, like popping zits. It's like a toy. I saw it the other day. It grossed me out. Something like WD-40 would be suitable for your piston and cylinder. It might be, but I don't use it. I use a thin oil, or actually not a thin oil. It's actually a fairly thick oil, but not too thick, obviously. So I don't know what the viscosity of it is, but you get this oil that comes with the blasters, and that's the stuff that I use. It just says top oil on it. I use that on the O-ring. So yeah, you want like and then grease. I use this grease on the gears, which just says grease again. I'm sure some molybdenum would probably do well on the gears. Someone actually, I was having a discussion with a while back, and they were saying that the grease that comes in these kits, like this particular grease, despite coming with the Metal Gear kits, this is designed for nylon. Someone was telling me this, so it's probably actually better to use molybdenum on your Metal Gears than this, because this is supposed to be for nylon or something. But I've used this on Metal Gears and it's alright. It works fine. The main point is don't do this. Don't put the grease on the O-ring, because you'll end up with this situation where your valves get clogged up and the air doesn't flow through them anymore. And when you do put a bit of top oil on, don't put a lot on. Don't need heaps. Just a little bit. If you put too much on, you can find yourself in the same situation. Pass the load. That's the nail gun stuff, isn't it? You can feel the difference in that oil. I've used tap lubricant in the past, not on the O-ring, but just in the general. Oh, just a little bit on the O-ring, but it's yeah. I mean, with the green O-rings, you're pretty good. Like they can handle quite a bit of different oils and whatnot. I know with some of the rubber O-rings, if you use the wrong oil, it makes the O-ring expand. That's not fun. Alright, what else have we got in here? We got triggers, motors. Now I'm not sure what's happened here. There's a wire here that seems to be broken off, cut off. Yeah, no fun for anyone there. Alright. This thing's interesting. This is one of the better looking metal tappet plates that I've seen. Although historically I haven't had a huge amount of luck with the metal tappet plates, but I think the problem is that metal warps and distorts. I don't know if you can see this on camera, but that's not straight. So I think the nylon tappets, even though they can warp a little bit, when you let go of them they just sort of return to their position, whereas the metal ones, once they're bent, they just sort of stay bent. And I think that's my number one gripe with the metal ones. I can probably use this one still. I'd be inclined to leave the nylon one in though. Yeah, I usually just take them back to nylon. Alright, so that's the wire that's supposed to go to the motor. Alright, so there's going to be a lot of work in this, and it's probably a lot more than lot more than I was expecting for this one live stream. What's everyone's opinions on this setup that I've got going on here? Like in terms of the camera, and I know the audio is probably a little bit crap, but bushes 2.8mm bearings and 2.8 bit better. What gearbox is this? Oh, it's a Gen 9. It's a Gen 9 silencer. So, I mean, first thing is first. I am gonna have to shim this gearbox at some stage, because is there a spur gear here? There's a sector gear and a bevel gear. There's no spur gear. Am I missing a spur gear, or is it like in one of these bags? Is there supposed to be a spur gear? So my theory with the camera setup as it is currently is that if I do have to chrono test something, I can actually bring up my hang on one sec. I can bring up my chrono app and just like put it here. This is upside down though, isn't it? There we go. I can like put my chrono app there, and then you guys can you know, see what's going on in real time when I chrono, and then I don't have to sort of drag the chrono onto the desk and smash gels everywhere and stuff like that. So something like that. I also wanted you guys to be able to switch the camera angles yourself, so that you can hit the button on YouTube and swap between like the main camera or the close-up camera, and so you can go whatever. But that turns out to be more problematic to set up than it sounds. I'm not finding a spur gear in any of this. Oh, found it. It's in the bottom of the box. It's alright. It's all good. There it is. Alright, so let's see, shall we? I think, yeah, I'm going to need to spend a lot more time on this than expected, and so I probably won't do it all in this stream. But it's a good test to see my if my little camera setup will work. Let's see. I suppose you want the ball bearings put in there as well, so I'll have to shim it up with the ball bearings in there. So these ones are going to need adjustment anyway. Did you include the... There's a lot of broken wires here. Yeah, alright. That's just gonna have to go, that whole thing. I'm just gonna take that off. It's just in the way. Alright. The bushes need to be gently persuaded out of this. I tell you one use I have found for these metal tappet plates is you can do this. That's the only thing I found them useful for. They just seem to be just the right size to prop up the case when you're punching the bushings out. Maximum effort. Most annoying part of these Gen 9 gearboxes when you're punching out the bushes is this one. It sits behind the selector plate. Have you lost your spring here, Dean? Because there should be like a tiny spring here. Or is it in this bag of bits? I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing a tiny spring. Yep, you lost the spring, or yep, it's in there. Oh, lost. It's in your vacuum cleaner. Oh, great. Everyone always sends me the good stuff. Alright. Fortunately, I think I might have one of those springs somewhere. This is a gel ball mod kit, isn't it? Gelballmod.com kit. I think I'm actually going to have to remove that trigger assembly to get to that broken wire. It's a bit too deep. It's a wish kit, alright. Wish it would work. Do you know how this trigger thing actually works? How the select fire works? It's actually pretty cool. The rocker here just pulls the slider off the top of the trigger. Simple but effective. Alright. At least that'll fit in there now. So, have we got everything else that we need? Most of it. Would you ever build a HPA gel blaster with a Polar Star unit in it? I believe doing that. Are you talking about the jack, the Polestar jack? Is that what you're talking about? Spitfire. Talking about the jack, I think that crosses a line that I don't particularly want to cross. Where are you from, Spitfire? You're looking for airsoft pain. You're not going to find it in gel blasters. I've built probably, I'm not going to say the most powerful, but probably, I don't know, one of the most powerful gel blasters, and 512 FPS. The gel balls just don't take it. They just don't work. Anything more than 350 FPS is too much. Once you hit about 400 FPS, the gel balls just become so unpredictable, unreliable, inconsistent. They just don't work. The nozzle seems okay, silencer. Although, as I said, I haven't had a lot of luck with these type of cylinder heads. This one looks pretty not that great. This one's a bit better. This one will actually fit. I don't think we're ever going to get Airsoft. I just don't think it's going to happen. I think GelSoft will be banned before Airsoft is legalized. I think that's the way it's going, unfortunately. Sad but true. Yeah, silencer, look, I'm not saying it's not possible. It's definitely possible. I've done it. I mean, I've made blasters up and beyond 500 FPS. They're just really shitty blasters. They're just completely useless on the field. They're unreliable, inconsistent, and I don't see the point. That's it. Like, I've got 280 FPS blaster that will easily get accurate kills out to 40 meters, and I don't see any point going any more powerful if it's not really going to achieve anything. Like, the only reason I would want something more powerful is if I can get better range and accuracy out of it. And if I can't do that, if it actually makes that accuracy and range worse, then I don't see the point. Anyway. John, I don't know. The answer is I don't know. Alright. You guys are going to have to sit through me shimming again. I tell you what I love. Airsoft people who think they know gel blasters. My favourite thing. Do I want to build you a 400 FPS box? Not really. So we I can do it. But like it's not going to be reliable, and it's not going to be, I mean, I'd prefer something that I can, that I know that when I get it out, it's not going to explode in my hand, and it's going to be accurate and reliable. And I mean, my Mark 12 has not been out of the receiver. It's not, the gearbox has not come out of the receiver, not once. So that's the type of blaster that I like, because I mean I spend enough of my life pulling blasters apart, putting them back together again, pulling them apart, putting them back together again. Like, I don't need more of that. I don't need more of that in my life. I mean, it is fun, I do enjoy it, but like, there's a point, you know, like I gotta do some other things as well, you know. If you guys are interested in seeing my Fable box, there is a video. There is a video of the Fable box. It's not really my Fable box. I say it's mine. It's not. I say everything's mine. They're not. None of these are mine. Just for those who are watching and who care, none of these blasters on these videos are mine. Like, they all belong to other people. So yeah. But yeah, there is a video on the Fable box. If you guys want to watch it, you have to buy me a coffee. Sorry, that's how it is. I didn't want to make it public because reasons. But if you do want to see how the Fable box came together and how it works and how it doesn't work, you can go to the Buy Me a Coffee website and you can buy access to the link. It's out there. I don't actually know if I buy me a coffee. It's a euphemism. There is a link underneath most of my videos where you can go and make a small donation about the cost of a cup of coffee. Like, it's about $3 or $4. And you know, if you feel like supporting me in that way, then you can shout me a coffee, and that helps. That's a chrono reading from the Fable box, in case anyone cares. For what it's worth, I don't think that particular reading made it to the final cut of the video, but it is out there. It's everyone keeps saying Patreon. I'm not sure how it all works, to be honest. Do you have to pay like a monthly fee or something for Patreon, like you support every month or something? I don't want to like be extorting money out of everyone, out of all you guys. I'm happy if you guys want to throw me a couple of bucks, and that's cool. But I don't want to make people pay for content, and in fact I don't want to make you pay for the video for the Fable box either, but like I just also don't want it really in public domain, because I have enough problems as it is. Higher, lower. What's... the link for the coffee is I'll get it for you. Yeah, I'm sorry if I do forget to put the link in sometimes. That's because sometimes I'm in a rush, and I just struggle to edit the video, push it out there, and then get it up as quickly as I can without sitting down and writing descriptions and that sort of thing. Like, yeah, sometimes I just don't get around to it. And like, often I'll go back and edit the description afterwards to put the coffee link in. That's interesting. Now I've got to find the video. Hey, do you see the descriptions under my videos? Because most of them should have the coffee link in it. So bear with me here, I'm just trying to find the link. Alright, Alright, what are we talking about? Bevel gear placement. Bevel gear placement, higher or lower. It depends on the blaster. And it depends on, I mean, it all depends. It depends on everything. So you've got. Am I back on the? I'm back on the big screen again. How'd that happen? Did I like press enter and it stopped? I must have accidentally hit a button while I was searching for the. Is that right? Must have hit a button, and so it depends on the placement of this pinion gear on the motor. It also depends on every gear. How do I explain it? Every gear needs to move in relation to every other gear. So this spur gear needs to sit in mesh with the bevel gear. Now, if you move this bevel gear further away, now that's exaggerated, obviously. Trying to do it where you can see it. If you move this further away, then it comes out of mesh. So, I mean, you want this. Ideally, you want it to sit at a height where it's perfectly meshed there, and it's not too far out that way, and it's not too far out that way. So you want that to be like that, basically, perfectly like that. Now, if you've got to move it up, move it down, whatever's required to get it into the right spot, then that's what you've got to do. And it's a bit of a waterfall effect, because when you move the bevel, you then got to move the spur, because you don't want the bevel contacting the spur, and same with the sector. You don't want the sector contacting on the spur either, and so yeah, you want the gears in mesh, and you don't want them contacting each other. So whatever you've got to do to get them to not rub on each other but still maintain a good mesh. Does this make sense? Like, I don't know how else to explain it, how better to explain it, because that's, I mean, ideally what you want. And it can take hours sometimes. Like, you can sit in here with the gears and have them just play with them for hours and hours until you find that sweet spot. Do you know what I mean? Like, it might be, yeah, you might not find it, you might not get it straight away, but like, you sit there and play with it, and it might be that you change something, and in changing that, you've then got to go back and reshim all the other gears that you'd done previously. Like, it's not for the impatient, that's for sure. Do I think a Polestar jack would be feasible or a waste of time? I think if you want to get yourself arrested, it's a good place to start. Another interesting thing, particularly with the newer generation of blasters, if you lift your sector gear up too high, you can sometimes bring the cam out of mesh with the rocker that does your select fire, which is less than ideal. But it's just one of those things, you got to sit there and play with it until it works. Vortex mods. Do I read my streams? Probably not. It's hard to read when you're actually eyes on a gearbox trying to measure like 0.1 millimeter increments of shims, but I try to. I'll tell you what really is annoying about Gen 9s and other various Type 2 style boxes is that you need to have the pistol grip on to make it work. To get the motor in. All right. So that's pretty much, this is the average Friday night for me. This is the average every night for me. Alright, so it's always good to, I like to get a bit of this sticky schmoo and like stick the shims on with a bit of grease. Get some nice sticky grease and stick them on so that they don't fall off. Because every time you open and close the gearbox, the shims sort of stick to the bearings and get in the way and all that sort of stuff. So that's kind of annoying. Alright, well, this will not be the end of this because I need to do all the wiring. I need to do what else? The motor, depth. All that's left is everything. I might just call it a night for this particular stream. Is it because there's a nylon gearbox standard? Oh dear. To be fair, it would definitely be an airsoft gun at that point. Like, it doesn't matter what you're shooting out of it. If you're using compressed air to fire it, it becomes an air gun. Like, I mean, in New South Wales, they're trying to class these as an air gun as they are already. So yeah, if you actually use compressed gas to fire it, it doesn't matter what it's made of, how plastic it is. Yeah, it's gonna be an air gun and you're gonna be in trouble. Alright, what makes it a Gen 10? There's practically no difference between the Gen 8, the Gen 9 and the Gen 10. Other than, obviously with the Gen 9, it was the first to go to this pistol grip motor type V2 style arrangement. Other than that, yeah, it's all much of a muchness, really. I still like Gen 8. Yeah, it's very, 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 very similar to an AEG V2. Very similar, but it's just not the same. Like, the gears are the same, and the shape of the box is the same. That's pretty much, yeah, the cylinder. That's pretty much it, though. Do you upgrade the $40 Python? What's the $40 Python? I'm not that familiar with the $40 Python. Gen 8 for life. Yeah, I'm still a big fan of the Gen 8. Like, I don't... You gotta get your head around being in the company of grown men dressing up and playing with toys. Yeah, it's... I don't know. It's, what do you call it? There's a word, there's a term for it. Arrested development. Python is a new manual pistol. Wells M4 motor replacement install bid, please, 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 please. I just got rid of my last Wells M4 like 2 or 3 days ago. I probably won't be getting another one. Just saying. Where's Dean? Is he still here? You still here, Dean? Alright, Dean. I gotta show you something. You gotta bear with me because the stock's not fitted. Can you see this? Check this out. I don't know if you can see this. Integral hop up. I just got to dial it in. Monday. I might have to dial it in on Monday. So yeah, that's a thing. It'll be a good little QCB blaster. In fact, it'll probably be a good little anything blaster for that matter. So there is literally I think one, maybe two very minor parts that I'm waiting on, and then that one's going to be finished. Yeah, I'm going to call it a night, guys. It's been fun testing out this whole new camera thing, but I got a lot of work that I got to do on this, and I'm probably not going to get it all done tonight. So that's not the giveaway. Oh, I am still going to give away the G18. I've got a little special G18 that I'm giving away. 4,000 subscribers is my goal, and I'm at where am I at? Three and a half. I think just over 3.5. So soon. Steel bushes at last. Oh, you see the Bruise Masters? You want to see the Bruise Masters? Look at this. Is that cool? That's pretty cool, hey? Oh. This camera's like a mirror, so I don't really... I move towards the camera and I get further away. There we go. You got headphones on and I just dropped the barrel on the table. These are the first golds I've ever seen in my life, so I guess I will find out soon. I don't really know. But yeah, that's a thing. Is there a difference between the stainless and the gold? Yes, there is. Yes, there is. The gold is 7.1 millimeter internal diameter, and the stainless is 7.2. Anyway, guys, it's been fun. Gonna have to call it a night. Thanks for participating in this cool experimental camera swapping, angle swapping thingamajiggy that I got going on here. If you did or did not like it, or if you've got some suggestions on what I can do better, I'm totally open, because I'm yeah, you know, trying new things. All right. Peace out.